On a highway in Minnesota, a traffic cam records as vehicles move along smoothly. When suddenly, a white sedan traveling at a high speed overshoots the on-ramp, barreling straight into a box truck, which then careens into a concrete wall and bursts into flames. As what appears to be the truck's fuel spreads out around it, the driver's side door opens, but the thick smoke and glowing inferno just outside force the driver to retreat back into his cabin. Then, finally, the driver emerges from the passenger side. Possibly in shock, he lingers dangerously close to the explosive situation until a quick-thinking Samaritan hurries in and convinces him to move to safer ground. A short time later, police arrive and tend to the driver who caused the accident. According to reports, her blood alcohol content is 4 times the legal limit, and she's rushed to the hospital. Firefighters eventually manage to put out the fire, but the truck is destroyed. The driver is later convicted of third-degree driving while impaired. Fortunately, neither driver sustains life-threatening injuries. A senseless and terrifying situation that, had the truck driver not been able to remove himself from the flames, could have ended much, much worse. In Florida, a father and his teenage son have come upon a stunning scene.
Well, somebody's about to get hit by a train.
Oh, videoing this?
I got it.
Are you videoing this?
Oh, God. There goes the train.
Oh. Oh, damn!
Oh, God.
Oh, damn! Did you get that?
Oh, God. That was not good. Hopefully nobody was in the semi. Yeah, he got stuck.
Oh, damn!
We need to go see if everybody's okay. Yeah, he couldn't stop.
Fortunately, the driver was able to abandon the truck, which had reportedly stalled on the tracks before the impact. But there is carnage.
Oh, God.
This might not be a good idea.
Everybody's...
And it's unlike anything they've ever seen.
Oh, my God.
Holy.
Oh, my God. Holy crap. Oh, there's watermelon juice everywhere. Oh, holy crap. Is this real? Oh, my God.
Wow.
These are good watermelons.
They were good
Oh,
watermelons.
my God. There's the truck. Oh, we gotta go around.
And the semi didn't fare much better.
There's the truck. There's the semi. There's the train.
Look at the thing that's off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Insane.
That was cool.
Damn! Oh!
Because most of the train cars were empty,
Oh, damn!
no injuries were reported,
Oh, it's watermelon.
Watermelons.
except for the busted fruit, none of which is expected to recover.
Oh my, these are good watermelons.
They were good
Oh
watermelons.
my God.
In Dana Point, California, a driver's dash cam records as 2 vehicles engage in some aggressive driving, which is quickly becoming a danger to everyone else on the road. The back and forth continues. right up to a stoplight, where it suddenly explodes. As bad as this situation is, it's about to get even worse. The driver of the hatchback takes off. The pickup truck driver, who may have hit his head on the road in the fall, appears unsteady, and then takes some time to regroup before leaving the scene. A brutal addition to his commute. Officers respond to reports of an allegedly intoxicated man outside a shopping center in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
How much have you had to drink?
Nothing. I ain't drank anything. You know what? I have drank something, but it's none of your business.
Since the suspect shows no interest in cooperating,
What's your last name, man?
Oh, no.
police decide to take him down to the station.
Put your legs in the car for me.
Or whatever.
But before the cruiser even begins its journey, the suspect uses some impressive flexibility to remove one hand from the cuffs. The officer drives off completely unaware.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
Watch.
But the badly behaving suspect doesn't hide his secret for long.
Look at that. Broke free. County that my subject is out. His coat in the bag.
Concerned for the suspect's safety as well as his own, the officer turns on the siren and accelerates through traffic. The suspect appears to hold a lighter to the front seat, distracting the officer and causing disaster. The officer loses control and veers off the road, ejecting the suspect out the rear window as the car flips over. Amazingly, the suspect is able to get up and flee the scene, but is soon captured and charged with escape third degree, public intoxication, fleeing on foot, and being a minor in possession.
How you feel, buddy? How you feel?
The officer, however, has to be extracted from the vehicle
Stay in there.
and is airlifted to a nearby hospital, but thankfully is released a short time later. A close call for the officer and the suspect, both of whom are lucky to have escaped with their lives. It's 5 p.m. in San Francisco. A car's side door camera captures a silver car coming to a stop near a highway on-ramp. Inside that car are two real estate photographers with nearly $7,000 worth of camera equipment in the back. What they don't know is that this black sedan has been following them since they left their shoot. As the traffic moves forward, the silver car is now seen on the same vehicle's dash cam, and the black sedan once again pulls up close to its rear. The driver of the car recording, who wishes to remain anonymous, notices the black car, but doesn't think too much of it.
I see this black car coming along my side, and I thought I was just trying to cut into traffic. So I was like, okay, well, I'll let it through. You know, I give him some space. And then I see him cut in front of me as expected.
What happens next is anything but expected. A man in a hooded sweatshirt gets out of the black car punches through the rear window of the silver car and grabs a bag full of camera equipment from the trunk.
It was actually dead silent. The only thing you could hear was the glass breaking. Nobody screamed, nobody said a word. And then I see him take the bag, and I'm shocked. And then I see him speed off.
The photographers, Ben Bargabani and his wife, are also shocked and very confused.
I hear the biggest smash in the back windshield. And the first thing that came in my mind was someone rear-ended our car. But I looked back and I saw a hand trying to steal my camera bag. I didn't even know, from which direction they escaped.
I was 50-50 on stomping my accelerator and chasing the black Honda Accord, but I thought to myself, well, they might be armed, so this seems kind of like a dumb idea, and my life is exciting enough, so I chose not to follow.
Though he doesn't follow, he does find a way to help.
I flagged the victims over, I told them, hey, I got footage.
He said his dash cam recorded the whole thing, even the license plate. So we exchanged our phone number.
They share the video with the police and tell them they believe they noticed the suspects watching them earlier.
My wife saw them in front of the house that we were shooting, and she believes that they targeted us from in front of the house.
Despite the video evidence, as of this broadcast, the suspects have not been found. But the story does have a silver lining.
So the night of, I pulled the video from my hard drive. I tweeted what happened. I woke up the next day with, I think, 5,000 retweets, 10,000 likes, and I was like, wow, this is pretty crazy. But after it went viral, a bunch of TV stations started airing it. And one of the TV stations set up a GoFundMe for the camera equipment that was stolen, because it was very expensive, thousands of dollars.
The fundraising helps Ben and his wife replace their stolen equipment. All thanks to a good Samaritan who captured the startling incident on his dash cam.
He's a kind person, and he did take the risk to pull over and help me to share my story.
They were extremely nice. Ben and his wife took me and my business partner to dinner, and they even did some corporate headshots for me, so I got some professional pictures done by them, all as kind of a generous thank you.
In Indianapolis, an SUV approaches a red light at an intersection as a pedestrian enters the crosswalk. As the SUV runs the red light, it is T-boned by a car coming from the left, sending it hurtling toward the pedestrian, missing him by inches, and ultimately landing it on top of another car that is approaching the intersection. In total, 6 cars are impacted by the crash. According to the driver with the dash cam, no one is seriously injured. So remember, green is go, red is... yeah, you get it. Police officers attempt to get the attention of a driver who appears to be ignoring the sirens, and perhaps more importantly, the shower of sparks coming from the minivan's apparent flat tire. The driver finally turns off the road and comes to a stop in front of a church. And after moving a safe distance away, officers pull the driver to safety in the nick of time. According to news reports, the minivan's 84-year-old driver, who suffers minor burns, claims that after hearing his tire blow out, he hoped to make it home, which is only a short distance away. But clearly, not close enough. In Michigan, according to the owner of the car that was just hit, this pickup driver is deliberately targeting their vehicle in a grocery store parking lot for no apparent reason. The struck vehicle's owner claims that the first hit, although not captured on camera, happened while she and her boyfriend were in the car, and that the shocking act is totally random by a complete stranger. Multiple people call 911 as the pickup truck appears to idle one lane over. But moments later, the truck's driver pulls round again. The truck remains in this position for nearly a minute. Before finally pulling away and coming back one more time. The truck's driver then heads to the exit, where he reportedly rams into a police cruiser responding to the scene. He's pursued by a second officer for 4 miles before he is finally stopped and, after receiving medical treatment, arrested. The 53-year-old driver pleads guilty to 3 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon, 1 count of fleeing from a police officer, and 1 count of operating while intoxicated. The woman's car is totaled, having reportedly sustained 10 hits. But when the story captures media attention, a local dealership donates a new car to the woman. A small bright spot in an otherwise nightmarish scenario. Just south of Denver, Colorado, Brady Allen is riding his motorcycle behind an SUV.
What the hell are you doing?
Which suddenly,
Dude, are you f***ing me?
veers off course.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. They just wrecked hard. Okay.
I really thought he was just pulling over initially, and then he didn't slow down, and then he starts bouncing through mud puddles and stuff at 50 miles an hour.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Brady pulls over to help, having had experience responding to danger.
Call 911.
I used to be a medic in the Army. I've been a cop, so I've been involved in plenty of emergency situations. This was just the first time that I'd had one happen directly in front of me.
Hey, get on your phone and call 911.
Running down to the car, you're running every nightmare scenario through your head. You're sitting there going, I hope it wasn't 6 pregnant ladies.
Just stay where you're at. Just stay where you're at.
Thankfully, I ran up on the passenger side and opened the door, and it was just the driver, and he was awake.
Okay, just stay where you're at for right now. Don't move around too much. Is anybody else in the car with you? Okay.
He wasn't confused. He wasn't giving me nonsensical answers.
Do you know where you are?
Yeah.
Do you know what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Okay. Do you think you hit your head? I mean, I'm sure I know you got a bloody nose, so I'm sure you hit the airbag.
I sure did.
I pretty quickly got the impression that he wasn't impaired in any way, and so I figured he either fell asleep or blacked out.
Once first responders arrive, Brady leaves the scene, but he stays in touch with the driver.
When I talked to him a couple of weeks later, he was able to tell me, he didn't really have any injuries from the accident, and his doctors could just tell him that he had blacked out and had some kind of a medical episode.
Holy okay.
And regardless of the cause,
Dude, are you kidding me?
Brady has some advice
Oh my God.
for anyone else who comes upon the scene of an accident.
Are you hurt?
If you're in a situation like this, the biggest thing you can do is remain calm. If you're panicking, they're gonna panic. So just breathe and stay calm, because their behavior will mirror yours.
Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
In Ecuador, a nurse walks down a residential street with a paycheck in her purse when a motorcyclist pulls to a stop for an apparent mugging that suddenly gets cut short. A pickup spots the alleged motorcycle bandit in action and delivers a swift intervention. The biker desperately tries to stand his bike up as the truck strikes again, using its size advantage. As the woman calls to neighbors. And though the would-be thief looks to be on his way without the bag, the truck continues to pursue. The woman, bag in hand, seems to be okay. As the truck driver returns and appears to offer her a safe ride home. When video of the event is widely publicized, offers pour in to help fund repairs to the truck driver's vehicle. And though it's unknown what happened to the biker, the message is clear. Crime on these streets isn't worth the cost.